be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll your when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll your when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
What you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstaying
Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Mike, 58, right there. Ricky. Ready.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Throwing on first down. Love. Anuno's got it. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And an alley to run. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Watch the slant.
Throwing on second down. Mariota escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it'll be Mack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Off play action. Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. Pilot, 64, weak. 10-2 stop. Snap.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go. 50, plant. 58, the mark. Topper. Get it.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. 2.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running it.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on first down, Minshew under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darren Lee in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Running from the gun with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now this time he'll look to throw, and he completes it to Hunt. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Hunt, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's it, baby.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. To throw on second down. Love. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
I'm ready. Here's Mike. We want this. Yep. Motion.
On third down, here's Hunt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night.
That's it, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 39, Minshew. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
So third and long, here's Minshew. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
61, matchbox lights. 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 49 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
22 jet bombers. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Love into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight end right, tight end right. You got 3 down. Kill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant. What? Recon, 132 fighter. Check.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Lacey. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Derrick Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Touchdown, Packers! DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down now. It's Mack, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing left side, it's complete. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Love. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Got a man. That's Allison. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Here we go. Set. 60 out. Go. Exit. 57's right.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
On 1st down, Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On the double. Here's Mike.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
2nd and 4. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
By 7, let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the gun, Love gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Love. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From a yard out, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Ready? 18, Gator. General West. Hatchet. 36.
Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Safe.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.